by the professor whose research paper has caused quite a stir. Joyojeet Pal, Associate Professor, University of Michigan, joins me. Appreciate your joining us, Professor Pal. Your report seemingly suggesting that some BJP leaders or the BJP had created these accounts during the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Give us a sense of what is the basis for your report. Why do you all say with such confidence that the BJP in any way was involved as a party, as an IT cell in this entire Sushant campaign?
The report doesn't say specifically what you said, but it does say that the BJP leaders or people who were formally affiliated with the BJP were far more likely to say negative things about Maharashtra police even before that was an issue. So early in the after Sushant Singh Rajput's demise, a lot of the social media stuff was about mental health and about suicide, and suddenly out of nowhere you start seeing a lot of hashtags and a lot of messages about conspiracies, and then they systematically start targeting the Thackeray family as well as Maharashtra police. And when we look at the statistics of who did that from official accounts, not from fake accounts, then you can see that the BJP has a far higher statistical likelihood of going after Maharashtra police in a concerted way.
You're making an important point. You're telling me these were real accounts. You tracked down real accounts which are linked in some way, wider way to the BJP or right-wing groups. You're not saying these are fake accounts that have been created, because the Mumbai police says we are investigating allegedly 80,000 fake accounts that were created.
Sure. I think, and that's their investigation, I can't speak to that. I think the thing that should worry us a lot more is that real accounts are willing to do this. I mean, Subramaniam Swamy has been out there spreading innuendo, so you can't legally pin him down. But the point is, when somebody who is in a position of power and responsibility says something which is suggests something fishy, then it creates doubt in people's minds, and that kind of thing in our study shows that it's coming more from one party than others.
In conclusion, therefore, are you telling me now that it is increasingly possible to use social media to actually manufacture campaigns in a concerted manner to the point where eventually even the criminal justice system seems to be subverted by these IT cells?
I don't think I'm telling you that. Whatever you see around you is probably telling you that already, in a sense that the point is that the target of such campaigns has to have something in them that has an emotionally effective role on the viewers themselves. So Sushant Singh Rajput was an important case because, he's this outsider, seen as somebody who's broken into a system. These kinds of things are important. Tomorrow, if I drop dead, nobody's going to run a campaign about it because I'm kind of an irrelevant person. But the point is that this is a very good case of where someone's tragedy is able to be manipulated because of the nature of who they are. The thing we should be asking ourselves is, how come none of this outrage has happened when female actresses have died in similar tragic circumstances? And part of it has to do with what can be weaponized and what cannot.
One final question, Professor Pal. We saw a number of accounts seem to emanate from outside India. They seem to be almost like a global campaign. It wasn't just India. We saw a number of accounts that were outside India that were very deeply involved in this Sushant campaign. So are you telling me that this is all, that there is some mystical hand which is manufacturing all of this, which is coordinating all of this, or is there an organic way in which it grows?
Yeah, I don't know much about what's the stuff that's happening outside of India, but I can say that once you create enough momentum around a certain issue, then it will grow organically, and that is what is happening. Is that you have to separate out what of it is indeed very motivated, and once that motivated thing gets going, then it organically grows because people start questioning whether what is happening really has a basis or not. And that's what happens when a senior leader says something that is fishy, and that's what we've seen happening.
Okay. Professor Joyojeet Pal, clearly in the world of fake news and in the world where IT cell armies are in a way manufacturing the so-called truth, the Sushant Singh Rajput case will be a good case study. Thank you very much for joining me there from the University of Michigan. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.